Up next, the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Armadillo Build-A-Figure Wave, Shriek. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Now let's talk about it.
MBB on the track.
What up, party people in the place? I am the Ruckus, and these are my toys. On deck, we have the final figure in the Spider-Man Armadillo Build-A-Figure wave. And it's a villain, and it's a female. Our only female in this lineup. And as is typical, most of the time, not 100%, but usually the largest part, the torso of a Build-A-Figure, is usually packed in with the female. And that's the case right here. So let's get into it. Checking out the packaging, you've got the standard Marvel Legends packaging. You got the name of the Build-A-Figure upper left, Marvel's Armadillo. You've got the Legends series logo at the top there. You can clearly see the figure, the accessories, and the Build-A-Figure piece. Within, you've got Marvel Spider-Man, and it reads Marvel's Shriek. That's the name of this character right here, Marvel's Shriek. Going to the side, we've got artwork of Shriek. To the back, more artwork of Shriek. You've got the little write-up, which reads, Frances Louise Barrison, aka Shriek, escapes from captivity and forms a twisted family with like-minded villains to terrorize Spider-Man. You got the same thing in other languages. Then beneath that, you've got an illustration of Armadillo and the characters needed to build Armadillo. Spider-Man in his integrated suit is not required. Then after that, you've got a bunch of legalese. Then you've got Shriek again, more artwork of that. Then you've got spot varnished Spidey logo on the top, more legalese on the bottom. And then that's what time it is with Marvel's Shriek. Now let's get her out of the packaging and see what's the what. Shriek comes with the largest piece to build Armadillo, the torso. And Armadillo is a big boy, as you can see. This is some torso right here. She was also packed in with his shoulder and back shell armor. So they had that neatly hidden. And so yeah, there you go. Up next will be Armadillo. So stay tuned for that. So now we've got Shriek out of the packaging, and let's get something out of the way. This is a treat because A, it's a new character, B, it's a villain. For me, that's another check box to get checked off, and C, most importantly, introducing for the first time in Marvel Legends the new female Buck. Yes, indeed. You see that she's a little curvier, which is cool. That's just banging right there. Some more hips. Now, I love that we've got this new female body mold, but considering we're talking about Shriek, it's just kind of funny that Shriek was the first character to be introduced with this body. The reason I say that is, let me tell you a little something about Shriek. Her name is Frances Louise Barrison to be exact. And girl is kind of tall. She's 5'8", but she only weighs $115. Now you look at Shriek here in plastic form. That is not a $115 chick. She's got more curves than someone that tall and that light in terms of the weight. But hey, that's just being technical. Hey, I'll take it because this body mold is it's been wanted for a long time, and we finally got it. And then to add to the cherry on top is that it's all around pinless. So yeah, we got pinless knees and also pinless elbows. So, but now I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about Shriek, the figure itself. I gave you a little insight on the character, just a little bit. I guess I can go a little bit more. I gave you her name. Her first appearance was in Spider-Man Unlimited issue number 1. This was in 1993, so she's been around for a minute. She was taken out a couple years ago, so she, as of right now, is no longer among the living. But this is comics. We know that doesn't stick anymore. She's a mutant, and I believe her power sets, obviously she can scream loud, and I believe also she can affect other people, basically control people. She brings out the worst in people, I guess you can call it, to do things that they wouldn't normally do, but may have always wanted to a certain degree. Her character was in the recent film Venom, Let There Be Carnage. They had an iteration of that character, the Sonyverse. So she's already been immortalized in cinema, and as well as here in plastic. So yeah, looking at her, you can see that as great as the body mold is, the figure, the character is 2 colors, black and white. You know, the hair is all black, no shading, and we'll get a close-up of that. You see that the body's molded in black, and you've got the white paint. And just from a distance, my white paint looks good, which is, once again, saying something when you're talking about a dark molded figure, and then you put light paint, like white paint, on it. But let's take a closer look at Miss Barrison, and yeah, see what's what. And so we've got Shriek up close and personal, and you can see that despite the fact that it's only 2 colors being used for this figure, it's used creatively according to source material, how she appears in the comics. You see that her left eye, she's got that black, the black paint, the black markings over her left eye, and as well as down her chin, her lips, and down her chin, and the neck, all of that area, as you can see, taking a look at her going around so you can get a closer, a better look. Looks very, very nice to only be 2 colors. She's got the jet black hair, sculpted very nice. Her paintwork, looking at her chest and her shoulders, the white, you see how that is looking really good. My paint, nothing sloppy, no blotches either side. The back, it extends to the back, and it runs down under her hair. Going down, she has a free floating belt, as you can see there. It's just molded in a supposed to be silver gray plastic, and it does look like it's plastic, so that's unfortunate. You see that on her right hand, she's got a black patch on the top of her hand, whereas her left hand is just all white. That's that seems to just be the theme as far as her deco is concerned, because she's got the black over her eye, and I failed to mention that her left eye is also pupilless. If you can see, she's got a pupil in her right eye, but nothing in the black in the left. Wow, Ruck. Anyhow, continuing on. I'm still learning, y'all. I'm still new to this. Give a brother a break. Once again, looking at the paintwork, looking at that's not sloppiness. That's the way it's supposed to be, kind of jagged like that. So that's pretty good. And then, of course, the rest is just all black. The same thing with her back, except for, as we already saw, the white paint apps over there. So that's what you have, and that is our girl Shriek. looking at her articulation, as you all know, when you've got hair like that, going back, moving your hair back, it isn't an option, so you can scratch that. Her head is on a ball peg joint. She can look down that much. Once again, you get nothing going back, and she can move left to right, but the hair is going to impede. She also has earrings, I failed to mention, that are painted silver, so that's pretty cool. Her arms can do better than 90. You can rotate. You're going to have to go out a little bit because the hair. She does have bicep swivel. That's right, the female. Bicep swivel. Double jointed, pinless knee. I'm still doing it again, y'all. Pinless elbows. We are not going to edit that out. We're leaving it in mistakes to let you know that we keep it real here at My Toys. Pinless elbows. She has wrist articulation. She's got the horizontal hinge, and she does have the rotation there. She also has something on a bracelet, I guess, around her wrist, and it's only on the one side, so it's only on her left hand. Going down as far as her torso, she as you can imagine, she can't go forward that much. She can go back that much, and she can lean it to the side, and you get your rotation up there. This is a female buck, and one thing they've stayed consistent with, despite the fact it's new, you get no waist articulation. She can spread her hips that far. Talking about a woman, that didn't really sound right. She can move her legs this far out. She can go forward that much with her legs, back that much. She does have a thigh cut. Once again, pinless, double jointed, pinless knees. Got to love that. Makes it look so much sleeker. She can point her toe that much, up that much. She does have ankle pivot, and she does have holes, peg holes at the bottom of her feet, and they do have the serial number at the bottom of the foot and not on the thigh. Got to love that. Shriek does come with 2 additional sets of hands. Here we've got C-grip hands, and once again, the right hand has the black markings on it, as you can see, and the left hand is just all white. The second set of additional hands she comes with are a pair of fists, and they stay consistent. The right fist has got the black markings. See if you can see that. Move my own hand out of the way. And the left fist, all white. So she comes with 3 sets of hands in all. Taking a measurement of Shriek, we got her. This girl is right at 6 inches. So they Hasbro's consistent with at least she's a tall chick. I'm not mad at the curvaceousness. Definitely not mad at that. But yeah, she's supposed to be kind of tall, and she is. Here's Shriek sporting. I got her sporting 1 fist and 1 C grip because she came with a pair of fists and a pair of C grips, so you can see what they both look like at the same time here. One thing to note, that bracelet on her left arm, be very careful when you change out hands because you can easily lose that in the carpet. Now time for some comparisons. First up, she's here next to Morlin, her wave mate and fellow villain from the wave, and yeah, they look pretty cool together. I am very happy to add them to my collection. Next up, here she is. Here Shriek is next to Venom, the Retro Series Venom from the PulseCon event that I've recently reviewed. So here's Shriek next to her main man Carnage, and this was it was during in 1993 during the Maximum Carnage event that Shriek was introduced, and let's just say that old Cletus and Francis here have they've kicked it in the past, and that was also demonstrated in the film Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Last but not least, as always, we bring up the rear with the Superposable Spider-Man. So to sum it all up, new figure, new character, new body mold. Hey, let me add one more, new villain. Gotta love it. All those boxes get checked off. I'm loving the new body mold, the pinless joints. The paint apps on Shriek are excellent. It's just a basic black molded figure with white paint, but it's done excellently. Obviously, it's based off the source material, so but you have to give Hasbro props where they're due. My paint apps aren't sloppy at all, front or back. She has the bracelet on her left wrist. Once again, it's not sculpted, it's just a piece that's on it. So once again, if you change out the hands, be mindful of that, because you can lose that bracelet in your rug, and we've all been there, and we don't want to go back there. So her face sculpt is great. It would have been nice if we got another head sculpt with her, like, you know, with her mouth open screeching, or something like that. But we got what we got. So, but yeah, back to that head sculpt. It would have been good if we had gotten a face sculpt that showed her with her mouth open, because that's how she uses her powers. You know what I'm saying? At least the shrieking part of her powers. And that would have been good to be able to display her that way. So it's a good thing that she has the ability to more or less control minds, because you could play that role, you know, if you put her in some type of a display where she's in the middle of everybody basically making them fight each other or something like that. But hey, you do you. We got to figure out how we do it anyway. It would have been nice to have another head sculpt. We don't have it, so it is what it is. And what this is the end of this review. Up next, the Piece de Resistance, the finale, the Build-A-Figure, Armadillo. Be here, be square, and beware, because we're going to do this. Anyhow, thank you guys for rocking with me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and smash that bell so you can be notified when I upload another video. Until the next time, my peeps, remember, the hunt continues, and I am out. Peace.